Hey guys, it's Jess, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make coquito. These are all the ingredients you'll need. You'll need coconut milk, evaporated milk, sweetened condensed milk, cream of coconut, nutmeg, but it has whole milk on it because I was using it for something else, vanilla extract, cinnamon sticks, and then clear Bacardi. But you can also use the gold Bacardi or Don Q. Then we have the blender and the bottles to put it in, and then I have 1 cup so I can measure out the Bacardi. All this here is gonna fill up 2 bottles of this size. I'm not sure what size this is, but we got it at the 99-cent store. And then almost 2 glasses of mason jars it'll fill up. So one's gonna be full, but the other one's gonna be almost full. And then some people choose to mix it in a bowl, but we're going to mix it in the blender. So these are the ingredients we're going to start off with, because if I use all of them, I'm not sure if it's going to fit in my blender, but you guys may have a bigger blender where all of it could fit. So with my blender, I'm going to use 1 of each, and then the cinnamon sticks, vanilla extract, and the nutmeg and Bacardi. Alright guys, so I also forgot to mention you also need ground cinnamon. When I was opening these, I realized I forgot to put that, so make sure you have ground cinnamon too. Hopefully you guys will watch this before actually getting all the ingredients. But so first, you're going to put cinnamon in the blender. I wouldn't put too much, but it depends on how much cinnamon you guys like, so it's really up to you. And you're going to put some nutmeg, the same thing with the cinnamon. You can put as much as you want, depending how much cinnamon you guys like and nutmeg. Then I'll put this in. This will also be the same thing, depending how much vanilla extract you like. You don't have to pour a lot, just like a little bit. And then now for the main ingredients, I'm going to pour the sweetened condensed milk. It's a little thick, so like just be careful when you pour it. And then have like a fork or a spoon, just so you can get everything in the can. We'll pour the evaporated milk. Then the cream of coconut, which is also thick. So you have to make sure you have a spoon or a fork. And then your coconut milk. Ooh, that would have been bad. And then you guys have a measuring cup to measure out at least 1 cup, 2 cups, whatever. What I do is I put 1.5 cups of Bacardi. That way it's not too strong and it's not too not strong. So here's my 1 cup. And then my 1.5 cups. Remember, you guys do not have to blend this. If you have like a whisk and a mixing bowl, you can just mix it yourself. But I like to do it that way. I know for sure it mixes everything. And then again too, if you're trying to do 2 bottles and 2 mason jars almost full, if your blender is like this, you'll just have to make another batch after. But if you have a bigger one, then all of 2 of each ingredient should be able to fit. So you have power, and you press down the Okay, it looks good. Actually, I should should keep this close. So before you pour it in, make sure you put like your cinnamon sticks in there. I would suggest this kind of bottle, you could put like 2 or maybe 3. Put 3. That way it's very cinnamony. So we only have enough in this batch to do 1 mason jar and 1 of this. A mason jar, you could put 2. For your mason jar, you could put 2 of the cinnamon sticks. And also, guys, make sure you have like this thing where you could put it in the cup and then pour. So you don't want to make a mess. We'll put that here. So 2 in the mason jar and 3 in the bottle of the cinnamon sticks. Just carefully, when you pour it from the blender, you don't spill anything. So before you pour too, make sure you pour it like up to here. Because last time when I poured it like up here, I was shaking it and like it wasn't coming out because it gets like kind of hard on top. Just make sure you put it here, that way when you're shaking it, it has more room to shake. But we're gonna carefully twist this out. And then just pour slowly. Okay. Everything's shaking. Alright, so then after you pour it in the bottle, you just stick this bad boy in the fridge. I usually leave it there overnight, but some people leave it there for like an hour. I guess if you're putting it in the freezer, maybe, but I wouldn't put it in the freezer, it might get frozen. So if you want to just leave it there overnight, so make sure you do this towards nighttime. That way you don't feel like you want to crave it. You can just drink it for the next day. Or just remind yourself, if I'm making this, I have to drink it the next day, not the day of. So it does taste better when it's cold. And then for our mason jar, you just pour the rest from in here that's in here. See, it doesn't fill up the whole thing, but if I make another batch, then it'll fill it up, and then the other mason jar won't be as full, but it'll be almost full. But again, don't make it all the way, because then when you shake it, it's just gonna be a mess. Okay, this is how much that's left to, but I think that's pretty good. Like maybe a little bit more. So like when you're making your second batch, if you have the same blender, just pour whatever you have from there and pour it in here. And there you go, and that's how we make Coquito. I'll see you guys in our next video, which will probably be how to make a rum and coke or a Jack and Coke. Bye guys.